Okay, this is my assignment for Computer Science 430 Linux kernel programming. Just gonna write a short program, just like a hello world type thing. So the first thing you want to do is gonna open up a terminal, and we'll make a directory. Just call it modules. You can see it there. We're gonna go into modules. First thing we're gonna do is make a C code, a source code file. Just call it hello. We're gonna go into gedit here. First thing we're gonna do is include a few libraries or headers, I guess. Those two are just the Linux kernel headers, the initialization and the modules. The next thing we're gonna write like two functions, I guess you could call them. You have to make them static. The first one's gonna return an int. We're just gonna call it hello underscore init initialization. It's gonna take void parameters. First is a print k, just kind of like your print out in Java. Then you have to type in kernel alert, and that's to get the kernel to print it out. Then you put your text in inside quotation marks, just like any other programming language. Just gonna say this is showing hello world, and put a extra line or extra space at the end. Close that off. End it with a semicolon. And then you're gonna want to make it return 0. Then we'll make a second one. We're gonna make this one void, and it's just gonna call hello exit. That's also gonna take void parameters. Inside there, we can do another print k. Start it out with a kernel alert. Just saying goodbye world. Then at the end, we're gonna pretty much call them. So module underscore init is gonna call hello underscore init, and module underscore exit is gonna call hello exit. So you want to make sure you save that, close it. And then if we show, there it is in our directory. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to make a make file. Inside the make file, the first thing you want to put is going to be our, we're going to tell where to point for the source code. The next line is going to be the kernel directory, and you can find this by typing in uname-r inside your terminal, and I'll show that after I'm done typing this out. So you can get that by typing in uname-r, and here you can see here is this part. And then if you actually go into this directory, you can see there's two there. We went with the generic because it says generic there. So the next line of this is gonna be all, and you're gonna want to type $make. So that's coming from our shell command that we're gonna use in a bit. Use $KDR. That's gonna refer to this variable that we made up here. And then the subdirectories This is going to tell you where the subdirectories go, and that's going to equal $PWD. And the PWD command is a command in Linux. Where if you type it, it's going to tell you where you are in the file system. So I just opened up a new terminal here. PWD, stands for my home directory there. And then we're going to name it modules at the end. And then the last one is called clean, and that's just to clean up all the files. Use an rm-rf, which just removes everything, no questions asked, everything recursive, and the -r is for recursive, and the -f is for force, which means it's gonna do it no matter what you say. So any file that ends in a .o, a .ko, .mod, .simbers, and a .order. So then you're going to save that. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to make this. Sudo make it. So I fixed my error, and it should work now. Yep, there it goes. Okay, and now we're going to want to insert the mod. You want to do this with the sudo command. Hello.ko. And then you're going to call it dmessage. And here you can see that it's showing my message hello. It's in red because we use the kernel alert, and that's for anything that you're going to get an error. And next thing you're going to do is you're going to want to sudo remove the module. This is going to activate our exit call. And hello.ko. We're going to call the dmessage again. And then that's going to show that. So this is how you do kernel module programming in Ubuntu.